Hey.
prior
We'll get to it later. But Pokemon has a lot of plot.
Yeah. So,
a lot of plot.
And somehow create a character who literally never ages.
A lot of plot. Yo, that's
okay. I thought that was.
Yo, that's some plot right there.
Today's PSA: make sure you get your YouTube Premium, kids, or else things like that happen.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the Joystick Drift podcast. We have a special episode today. We are joined by Alex and Colyn. Colyn will not have his camera on today due to technical difficulties, but that is all right. And we have a special guest, Dawn. We are very happy to have you here.
Awesome. Hi. Thank you for
Happy to
having
have
me
you
on.
for second episode. Dawn is been on the Joystick Drift.
Oh, wait, no, wait, no, because the first episode isn't gonna go on because we lost some audio.
The lost episode.
Yeah, the lost episodes.
We don't worry.
Lost levels.
So this is the first episode that Don will be on, but don't worry, guys. We're gonna have him on again for another special thing. But special episode today because we're gonna be talking about Pokemon, everything about Pokemon. So before we get into everything, we have to do our daily ritual. Not daily, but our weekly.
Why do you describe it as a ritual?
Or whenever you guys
now.
post ritual.
No, because it is a ritual now. So we're going to talk about how everybody's week has been, what you've been playing and everything. So let's start with our special guest, Dawn.
Oh, okay. I was not ready for this. I was not prepared. So lately, for the past week or so, my life has been addicted to / sold my soul to Fallout 76, actually. The game has gotten much, much better since its horrendous launch, like years ago. And actually, while I've been doing that, I also had to go take a break, and I wanted to go play some Magic the Gathering, because the new booster set that just released just came out for that, so that's what I've been playing pretty much all week. So yeah, and
awesome.
Occasionally from here and there, I'll actually hop into Monster Hunter Rise. I've been doing a lot of that recently too, since the new update's coming out for that. So that's gonna be exciting. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing for the past week or so now.
Awesome. Sounds great.
Kind of going on Magic the Gathering for like 2 minutes. I have a friend who is collecting this deck for Magic the Gathering, and he calls it the Rat Deck. And it's literally just a deck full of rats, and it's great. Hey, I see that.
I've went against people who played with just pure rat tribal before, and it is terrifying to play against. Because it can go from 0 to 100 real quick. No, all gas, no brakes. Like, it's just
Melina,
ridiculous.
what was that ad, by the way?
I have no idea.
Interested.
I have no idea, but
is it today's sponsor G Fuel? No, I'm kidding.
I have no idea. But anyway, since Colyn is talking, how's your how's
my week has been eventful. I got a new chair, but nobody can see it because
describe it.
So for I'm gonna make this hell for Nick. Hey Nick, put this on screen. It's a Secret Labs Titan 2020.
He's gonna pop it on screen.
Yeah, he's gonna pop it on screen for like 2 seconds.
Superimposed.
Don't do that, Nick. Don't do it. Anyway, but basically, I got this new chair. But the reason I don't have a camera right now is because Windows has been a little messy for me recently, and will not allow me to use my camera on anything like OBS or Discord. So I can't use my camera at all for anything.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, and it timed perfectly with the time I bought a cam link. So I have a $130 piece of hardware that I can't even use.
Oh.
So
Oh,
yeah,
damn.
it's been eventful. I've been playing a lot of Persona 3 in the meantime though.
You're on your
and
like Persona binge right now. Again.
I am on my Persona binge. I'm coaching Nick in Persona 5, and that's fun. He's not here, but yeah, I've been coaching him and telling him how to play the game correctly.
Oh, just like Doki Doki.
Exactly. You know,
Yes.
yeah, telling him how to play the game correctly, not to simp for the wrong characters, you know, the usual.
But he still did anyway, so
Exactly,
lost cause there.
You know, yeah, he did. Yeah, I told him he should go for Haru. He didn't go for Haru. He went for Makoto. I was like, you're wrong, and basic. But all right. I just started a war in the comments anyway.
You live your your best life, Nick. You live your best life.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Persona 3's been fun. The story's really good. The gameplay is kind of bad, but yeah, it's fine, I guess. Anyway, Alex, how have you been?
Yeah.
Well, I restarted my Persona 5 Royal journey because where I am right now, I am underleveled. And, you know, people would say, well, go level up. But the problem is, I already sent the calling card out for one of the bosses, and I'm already in the palace, so there's no going back.
I mean, technically, you could.
And I didn't do Colyn's method of having 2 save files, one before you send the calling card out, and one after you send the calling card.
That's not just a me method. That's a regular Persona method.
It's
the method I heard from Colyn.
Yes.
But
I've been coaching.
It was a bad journey anyway, because my stats were very low. My stats and confidence were low. I only got 3 stats to max. Kindness was only level 2. The only people I maxed out was Ryuji, An, Yoshizawa, and Akechi. And Colyn, I'm pretty sure you told me before that with Akechi, if I don't raise the confidant level for him, I'm basically locked out of stuff.
So basically how it goes is, if you don't get him to rank 8 before the deadline of the, I think, 6th palace, and use the correct dialogue options, it locks you out of certain things and also locks you out of the royal stuff, basically. And just certain things in the royal stuff, but also the royal portion of the game. And yeah, there's some things with Akechi that are very hard to explain, just because it's very hard to figure it out by yourself.
And if you're going guideless the whole time, and even if you get far in the game, you might have to like restart entirely unless you have multiple saves.
Yeah, that's why I've always, like, a lot of people live by that philosophy that you just have a save file for every dungeon. So basically, like, every time you're going through a dungeon, it's just like right before the deadline, or you have one right as you're sending the calling card or something like that. That is where you make a separate save file so you can get either the bad ending for that dungeon, or you can go do stuff that you missed.
Yeah, one of the things I missed was in Madarame's palace, I did not get all the will seeds, so I was locked out of that.
Well, according to Nick, you actually can buy them from Jose in Mementos. And I didn't know that, because I always got... Go ahead.
I did see the fact that Jose did sell will seeds, but I thought they were actually Mementos will seeds.
They were just they were the other will seeds that you missed, and I just didn't know that because I got all of the will seeds. So
those are the only things I get a guide for, just the will seeds.
Yeah. I like, this is the thing.
Or sometimes the boss fights, because oh god.
This is turning into a Persona episode.
Hey, well, last word. At least from me, then Alex can continue talking.
Dogs with this notebook.
I would say, hey.
Taking notes from Persona.
Listen, you start talking about Persona, you're gonna talk about it for a while.
No, true.
It'd be like that
honestly.
with Monster Hunter too.
Yeah,
it did replace one game from my top 5 games list.
I'm surprised because, like, that's even without without you getting to the royal stuff, and the royal stuff was what put it in my top 5.
Like Final Fantasy VII and Pokemon were like my only top RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
And I never thought I'd get into Persona, especially with one of our friends from college. Like I was told from before you to get Persona 5.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, no. And then I gave in.
Yeah.
And Black Friday 2022 is when I got it.
Yeah. Persona 5 is a very good game. I personally believe, like, story-wise, I think 4 is a better game. But, yeah. Anyway, continue talking.
Nick Sims
about...
Nick Sims for Makoto. Meanwhile, I sim for Yoshizawa.
Hey, I don't blame you because I did that a lot before, well, in my first playthrough at least. And then I, became a Haru simp because Haru is legitimately the best girl in the game anyway.
And
Yes.
Besides from Persona 5 Royal, I've also took Colyn's advice and started getting good at Elden Ring.
Hey, it's valid advice. You just have to get good at Elden Ring.
Good.
Like I was thinking, okay, either I'm just bad or the game was meant to be difficult.
Oh, the game's meant to be difficult.
Heck,
This is true.
there's actually this one boss. I don't know.
Yes, exactly, Dom. That's how you play the Souls games.
Of course, I had to pick the orange
Okay.
freaking paper. That's not going to be very well seen at all. So that was kind of a wasted.
One boss I'm having a lot of trouble with is the Fell Omen.
Really?
The problem is I don't know the order of the bosses.
So Margit is supposed to be basically like the first big skill check boss. But he's also supposed to be the first boss you're supposed to fight in the game. Like big boss that you're supposed to fight in the game. Like you
I'm
can
getting
tell
his pattern. I'm getting his pattern memorized. It's just my timing for like dodging is awful.
Yeah. It literally is just with the Souls games. It's really just memorizing patterns, and that's. How
and I don't have any summons.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get those.
I played through most of that game without any summons. So.
I was having that same troubles like when I was playing Jedi Fallen Order for the first time because I'm not a Souls player like at all, right? Like so I'm assuming that Jedi Fallen Order is like Dark Souls ultra light. Is from what I.
It really is.
Yeah.
What is it? Fallen Order was why I picked up Elden Ring.
Oh, I
was
see.
because
Okay.
I was showing my friend Fallen Order because I was playing through it, and he was like, "Yo, this is really like Dark Souls, and you would really like Dark Souls."
Right.
And I was like, "Cool." And then
Yeah,
Elden Ring
I was-
came out, and I was like,
I was
"Yo,
especially having that issue of like having to memorize patterns and stuff like that.
Exactly.
I think it was the seventh sister. I
Yep.
think when you're on Kashyyyk, I believe it's the seventh sister. Yeah,
You
that
mean
one.
Or wait, is it the big one?
Yeah, the big one.
That's the ninth sister.
Oh, the ninth sister. Excuse me. Yeah, yeah. No, that one. I was just like, wow, this is the first time in this game that I've gotten stonewalled. I actually have to like do something I have not yet done in this game before and strategize. I actually have to strategize now. Like I had to like take notes and stuff.
I never planned on getting Elden Ring, but I thought about getting it when I saw when I was in my second apartment at college. One of my roommates, he had a PS5, and I saw he had Elden Ring for it, and I was like, "Oh, Elden Ring!" And I was watching him play, for like a little bit, and then I'm like, "This looks like a fun game." But I didn't get it until like Christmas. Cause the truth was I didn't have a PS5 at the time. I got it finally, and I didn't want to get any more PS4 games. I just wanted to buy PS5 games.
Or as I like to call that, the Seto Kaiba console.
Seto Kaiba. Yeah, just give him
Very
the
good.
Blue Eyes White Dragons cards.
Yeah. Oh, no. Hey, editing Nick. To do me a favor, superimpose Seto Kaiba's head just right on top of that
Can we-
PS5.
You're asking so
Can
much
we
from
please
him, bro.
just make this episode hell for Nick?
Yes,
He's
I'm
not gonna do.
Oh.
All he's gonna do for every time we ask him to do something, he's gonna put just something where it's
Like
like,
a
I'm not
text.
doing that. Hell no, no,
He's
no,
already-
no.
He's
Oh, come on.
He's
Have a
already-
sense of humor,
he's already
Nick. Have a
put-
sense of humor.
He's already burned out from doing all the editing for us.
I know, poor Nick.
Man,
But
hey,
don't worry, I
Hey.
volunteered as tribute to help out.
Good.
Hey, I offered to be an editor for this podcast, and he was like, "Yeah, sure, you can do that," and then never gave me anything to edit.
Right.
I guess he was just expecting you to make your own content and edit it.
I mean, I was going to do that for this channel, and then my camera stopped working.
Bro.
The only stuff I make for this, the only like length video I made, like regular video, was the top 10 games list. Because of Nick's top 9 accessories.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, where today we'll be counting down the top 10 games.
Anyway, we're almost like 13 minutes into this episode. Melina, how has your week been?
Thanks for asking. I feel like Nick. I know what Nick feels like now.
Don't worry, in the last episode when I hosted it,
Aren't we
I
so
was
great?
almost forgotten
God.
about. So the host is never remembered.
The host is never remembered. Good to know.
Last but certainly not least.
I've been good. Work's been great. I've been watching My Hero Academia with my dad. We're halfway through season 4. So
Already.
yeah, exactly. Are you kidding? We got through 10 or 11 episodes today. So we got through the whole Aries situation today.
Yeesh, and it took me a while to catch up on Attack on Titan.
Are you
I
kidding
mean,
me?
you did have a lot
headstrong.
to kind of work through when watching Attack on Titan, though.
Oh,
I think I
oh, that's
once-
the next one we're watching.
I think I once watched, like, if I remember correctly, I think I once watched, like, 23 episodes of My Hero Academia in one day.
Oh, I know. I've done the same.
And it was
yeah.
all-
I watched the
it
whole
was-
season.
It was all season 3. And then I watched
Damn.
season 4, and I was like, yo, that was cool. And then I never watched the show again.
I think the last time I did something like that was when I marathoned Mushoku Tensei.
Really?
When I-
Oh my God! Wait, Colyn.
Yeah.
When you said you got through all of season 4, and then stopped watching, that's where I stopped too. And then I was like, I should pick it up again. So that's what I did.
I literally didn't care. I've only heard, like, from this point on, the entire show is just mid, and I'm like, okay, I don't care.
I mean,
Yeah, I know,
wa-
because at that point, why invest the time? You know what I mean? If you're just gonna kind of
I
walk out of it,
still
just
like it. I actually
meh.
season 6 or season 5 got me tearing up
one
for the
anime,
villain for all things.
like I binge watch for like a while and haven't watched since is One Piece.
I need to
I'm
start-
almost finished. I'm almost finished with season 2, but I haven't continued it because,
Okay, but
I
what
did the
episode
coin
is season
toss.
2, Alex?
huh?
Ooh.
What episode is season 2, Alex?
It's closely okay. So it's when the crew leaves Alabasta.
I don't know
Oh.
what you're talking
He doesn't
about.
know what he wants to know the
Never
episode
read
number.
One Piece.
I'm still in the
continue
middle
on,
of Alabasta
continue
right
on.
now.
Continue on, and I'll hold on. Magic scroll wheel. Give me your power.
Okay, but also, can we
Excuse
talk
me?
about how
130
Alex, how
132.
Alex has the Roku City in his background?
Episode
Yeah,
132.
I see it too.
The Roku City, yeah.
He's got the Roku City.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
listen, if it's on
So
standby,
originally, I connected my Spotify to this, and I was listening to music through here because I need my phone for something else, and
Well-
I haven't used it, and it's been inactive for like over an hour, so I just left on there, and I thought it would make a nice background that would it look nice instead of just
Alex
a black
with the
screen.
Roku City. What will he do?
I will say though, we
But
can't
anyways.
we can't exactly talk too much smack considering that Melina does not have YouTube Premium because we keep getting ads.
Yeah, we do.
Shut up, Dawn.
What do you use? Wait, you have YouTube Premium?
Of course, I have YouTube Premium.
I want to get
don't have
YouTube
a
Premium,
camera.
but I want to use YouTube Premium, but I already pay for Crunchyroll.
Here's the thing, though. If I got YouTube Premium, then, like, I wouldn't be using Spotify. I'd be using YouTube Music. But anyways.
I can't live without
Did you guys know
Spotify
this
anymore.
episode was about
Anyways,
Pokemon?
let me finish my weekend
Oh wait,
day
yeah,
or
that's
whatever.
right. That's a thing.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Oh.
My dad's really been enjoying My Hero Academia, and I got him a little plushie of All Might. And he loved
Awesome.
it. He loved it. He was like,
Incredible.
oh my gosh, I know.
You're turning your dad into a weeb.
Whoa.
Oh, he loves it. No, the first one that we watched together was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood,
Yo!
which he loved. He loved it. He
That show
loved
is so
it.
good.
Fantastic.
That's my favorite anime of
But
all time.
anyways, no, exactly. The next one we're gonna watch is Attack on Titan. But he's like, I've been trying to convince him to do subtitles, but I get it. It's hard to read subtitles. But so I'm most likely gonna have to sit through the dub of Attack on Titan, which I'm gonna die.
Oh, it's not great. You have to listen to
It's
Bryce
not.
Pappenbrook.
Hey.
Exactly. Yeah, no,
Hey.
Bryce Pappenbrook, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, he has a good voice, but it's like he's in every damn
It's not
thing.
as he's in every damn show. It's he does the same voice for every damn show.
I know, but and then he's also the
literally
MC.
because he's
Okay,
Bryce
but
Pappenbrook,
isn't
they
that
don't
why
think
they?
he is right.
Isn't his voice the? If they asked him to change it, wouldn't he change it?
Yes.
So they're not asking him. So essentially, they're not asking him to change it. They want it the way it is.
Ugh.
Yes.
So can you
Yeah.
really? So
He
can
has
you really
terrible
blame
direction.
Bryce? Can you really blame Bryce Pappenbrook or the directors for not asking him to sound different?
I mean, kind of. It's more so.
It's like both.
Yes, it's both. It is because
really
the thing is, a voice actor can definitely have their own opinion on what they want to give to a role.
Yeah.
And the issue with that is, I don't necessarily think it's the direction that he's getting, because the thing with the direction is that how is the direction consistent for every single show he's in? It doesn't make any sense.
It's not just because I watched Seven Deadly Sins and I noticed a difference.
I mean, I did
Anyways.
too, and that's the
Sorry,
like,
I just got
but that's-
visibly sick for a second there. Sorry
But
about
that's
that.
the thing. Like, I'm somebody who
I can't
hates
like anything
I'm
without
somebody
people vomiting.
I'm what?
I can't like anything.
Who hates Seven Deadly Sins, and I still really think Bryce Pappenbrook was a perfect cast for Meliodas. However, for everything else, no.
I think he was a great cast for Meliodas. I also think he was pretty good cast for Kirito, but that's about it.
Maybe I think he's a perfect cast for Meliodas because I don't like Meliodas.
Anyways, to end how my week has been, I have this song stuck in my head oh my god, and like the music person in me is just like the chord progression, the melody, it's so catchy that it's like, it's not annoying either, so like you could listen to it on repeat and not be annoyed by it ever. It's got such, just the intro alone, like, wait, I'm gonna play it.
Don't, they could get us copyrighted.
Copyrighted.
I don't care. I played 2 seconds. It's not gonna get
That's
copyrighted.
enough. That's enough to get you copyrighted.
Anyways, if y'all want to listen to it, it's called Case 143 by Stray Kids. So it's so
Listen,
good. It
not
is so
sponsored.
That song
good.
for me. That song for me is "Rivers in the Desert." Real good.
I blame you, Melina, for getting me on Stray Kids, though. I blame you.
Don
Like,
knows.
I listened-
Don knows.
I-
Wait, Don,
Listen.
have you listened to it?
I have
you listened
not,
to
but
Case One?
I'm going to listen to it after this. Yeah.
After the episode, we're listening to it. Or,
it is
well, yeah.
kind of scary how well that just Stray Kids in general vibes with me when I'm at the gym. It's kind of absurd, actually.
So good.
Like they go hard.
So good. No, their albums are literally like, it's gym music. Like, it's workout music. It really is.
So good. So
Anyways, let's get into our topic of the day, which is Pokemon.
It's been 20 minutes.
Gotta catch 'em all. Anyway,
It's been 20 minutes.
I know,
And
it's
we
okay.
just now got to the topic.
It's okay. No one's
be
gonna
a
know.
long episode, everybody. Strap
It's
in.
fine. Strap in.
Buckle up.
All right, guys. We're
Isn't
gonna
this
start with the
normal for
biggie.
us?
We're starting with the biggie. Our top 5 favorite Pokemon games, and this
Amazing.
means for any of you out there, this means any officially released Pokemon game. So it does not have
Not
to
ROM
be...
hacks,
Yeah, not ROM hacks.
which
But-
is a shame.
That's a whole
But yeah,
other
this
video, though.
this includes Pokemon Dungeon. This includes that
Coliseum.
Pokemon like Art Academy, Pokemon Coliseum.
Art Academy. I've never heard of that one.
I have. It's on the 3DS.
That would
Hell,
explain
even
why.
Pokemon Troze, if you want to throw that in.
Yeah, but yeah, any
Pokemon
officially released Pokemon game.
Okay, cool. So do
So
we want
who-
to just go
Who would like?
start
do
with
we-
number
do
Do we
5?
want to do full lists, or do we want to do we go around?
Uh,
Quick
Say
Pokemon question for everyone: have you played Gale of Darkness?
I haven't played it, but I've seen it.
wait! Is that a Coliseum game?
That's the sequel to Coliseum.
Okay,
It's the
so,
one with Dark Lugia.
Yeah. So I will have to say I've watched Chuck Conroy play Coliseum.
I watched the same one.
Yes.
Funnily enough, I watched that. I watched that before I watched Coliseum.
You know what? You know what? The idea for a game to be re-released on Switch, Gale of Darkness, release in Nintendo
It's
now.
never gonna happen.
I'd be down.
Honestly, a 3D like, well, I mean, yeah, because there's 3D Pokemon games now, but I mean like with Coliseum because it had like a legit like plot.
Mhm.
I mean, not that the other games. Oh my god.
It was different
Yo.
than
It was
what
different.
was released.
Hey,
prior
we'll get to it later. We'll get to it later, but
Yeah.
Pokemon
Who would
has
like
a
to
lot
s-
of plot.
Yeah.
A
So
lot of plot.
And somehow create a character who literally never ages.
A lot of plot. Yo, that's
that was
yo, that's
I
some
thought-
plot right there.
Today's PSA: make sure you get your YouTube Premium, kids, or else things like that happen.
it was a back, guys. It was a back. It was somebody's back. Okay.
Yo, that's some plot
Listen,
right
it
there.
probably was. It probably was, but I'm gonna choose to not believe you.
Oh my gosh. Should I just turn off the TV? I should just turn off the TV.
No. Let's keep it
No,
interesting.
no,
Who
it
knows
gives
what else
us-
is gonna
no,
pop
it
up?
gives us more.
Scared the crap out of
Gives
me.
us more shorts.
They gave me a hard time.
You know what
Anyway,
hasn't changed this whole time that we've been recording?
Hey, you guys want to know what hasn't changed this entire time? My camera. Anyway.
Wow. Anyways, let's start with Colin. We're gonna go
Oh, God.
through.
Pure panic.
We're gonna start with Colin. You're gonna go through your whole list. Oh.
Colin, just start.
Karma.
It's
Karma.
fine. It's fine. No. We're gonna go through everybody. We're gonna
I
go
think-
turn based, and everybody's gonna go through their whole list. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I think
Fine.
I think Melina's camera just went on an ad break.
Oh, it does that. Don't worry. We just kind of ignore it, but.
Today's sponsor. No, I'm kidding. No, we don't have a
It's so hot
sponsor.
in here, bro.
I don't know if we have a sponsor.
Alrighty, Colin, you're
Hi.
on the hot seat.
All right, cool. So, in number 5, we got Pokemon
Number
Black 2.
Oh, Black too.
Oh.
Listen, we're gonna get through these two, and then that is where the hot take comes in.
Oh, the hot
So
take.
we have after that, we have Pokemon Black,
Okay.
because funnily enough, I actually played Black 2 before I played Black.
Really?
And I was really mad because if I remember
you haven't
correctly,
played it before?
no, if I remember correctly, and this is because this is my brain being very forgetful. Black has Reshiram, right?
Yes, Black is the one with Reshiram.
Okay. So I got Black thinking, man, I'm gonna get Zekrom, and then
Oh,
nope.
you
Yeah.
were disappointed with the
I think a
Legendary.
lot of us fell for that when
I
those
was
games came out.
so angry. But also, like, with Pokemon, I didn't actually start to play Pokemon until Black 2 came out.
Really?
Because I grew up in a very religious household, and my parents did not like Pokemon. So
Was
I
it a
was
part of the
not allowed-
Satanic Panic back in the day?
Yep. So I wasn't allowed to play Pokemon for a while, and then I was like, "Yo, can I just get this Pokemon game?" And my mom was just like, "Okay, fine." And so I got Black 2.
Wow, conceding defeat. All right, got it.
Yeah, but what was funny was I don't have just one copy of Black 2. I have 2 copies of Black 2 somewhere. Because
I
That's
know
like-
that feeling.
Pokemon Black squared.
exactly.
I know that feeling because I own 2 copies of Xenoblade Chronicles 1.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
with that whole story, right?
the thing was, at one point, I remember I got Black 2. I played like 2 or 3 hours of Black 2. And then at one point, or at some point or another, I lost Black 2. Then later on, I got another copy of Black 2. And the same week, I found my other copy of Black 2. And I was
Nice.
so angry.
You're just sitting here
anyway,
just like, what
yeah.
the heck?
Yeah, I realized like I really like the Sinnoh region, right? But just like I think I've come into the thought that just I think Unova is my favorite region. Like I really like the Unova region.
Respect.
I think it's
Respect.
really
Respect
cool.
right there.
It's really cool. Like it has some really really cool moments. It has a lot of the aspects of Sinnoh that were really good and makes them better, like Cynthia. And you know,
oh, you
you
enter
mean
the
the-
house, you see Cynthia, the door locked behind you. Panic sets
exactly.
in.
So, funnily enough,
The nightmare.
the reason I bring up Sinnoh is because number 3 is actually Shining Pearl.
Whoa, that was
Okay.
anything.
And this is the hot take.
Get ready for the hate comments, people.
Exactly. Because I don't see the issues with the Gen 4 remakes at all.
No. Are they my favorites? No, but there are no issues with them. I don't think there are
I
any
don't
issues.
see the issues. And also, like, genuinely, Shining Pearl was the most fun I've ever had with a Pokemon game.
But
Okay.
you know why
Like-
Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond are better than the original? Because of the health bar.
Yes.
Because the slow health bar. Say you ice beam a Garchomp and it's Cynthia's Garchomp and it's a one shot, but the health bar still moves very slow.
Like, here's the thought. Like, does the Great Underground absolutely destroy any of the balancing in the game? Absolutely.
Oh,
But is it still really fun? Of course it is. Like,
Can you describe me what the underground was? Because I never fully understood it. Because I haven't
are
played
you talking regular Underground or are you talking Great Underground? Because they're 2 different things.
the one where people catch Pokemon.
So, the Great Underground in the remakes is basically a point where after each gym badge you get, the Pokemon levels go up, and you can find different Pokemon in the Great Underground. And basically what happens is, since they go up higher level and stuff like that, the levels go up as you get more gym badges and stuff like that. You can literally just go through and then grind in the Great Underground and be completely over-leveled for everything. And also find all
That
of the
sounds
Pokemon-
really useful.
all of the Pokemon that you need. So like that's how I got my Garchomp.
You get. Wait a minute. Did you get it early or late?
I got it fairly late because I either had to find a Gibble or a Gabite, and I found those and then got Garchomp.
if I remember correctly, I think the Gabites were the one that was running around the most often in like the ground areas or wherever it was. If I remember correctly.
Yeah. There was. I have to remember what I named because I always name my Pokemon really weird things.
Now we got little kids running in the field.
Shut. Okay, Don, you're gonna have to ignore it.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Okay,
fine,
put
fine.
your ADHD aside.
Okay, fine. My apologies.
I don't remember what I know. I just named. I chose Chimchar in Shining Pearl and named him Monkey. Just Monkey.
Just monkey. Just
Yeah,
MONKEY
Even though he's a
or
chimp.
something like that.
Yeah, exactly. That was exactly how I spelled it. I remember.
Monferno's the monkey.
Yeah, Monkey. Monkey. I have a thing where every single time, for every game that I play, I always have to get an Espeon. Because Espeon is always has always been my favorite evolution.
I've never had an
Ooh.
Espeon. I've never had an Espeon.
Yeah,
Me
I like Umbreon, but I think Espeon is just better.
Jolteon or Vaporeon, my number one.
Now that didn't age well.
I don't think I ever had a evolution in my team.
Anyway.
Ever.
Really?
Really?
In my save of Pokemon Red, I decided to go for Vaporeon, and it's a killer.
I think I've definitely had an Eevee in my team, but I was like, I have no idea what to choose, so I just put it on my PC, and I was like, I can't deal with this decision.
Yeah. So if we're talking, by the way, if we're talking meme names, we have to go to my number 2, which is Heart Gold.
Ooh.
I also
Gen
have a
2
story.
is the most hated.
I also have a story with Heart Gold. So a while ago, I borrowed a copy of Heart Gold from my friend, right? This was in like 7th grade. I borrowed a copy of Heart Gold, and he was like, "Hey, give it back to me when you beat it." And I was like, "Okay." I played it for 30 minutes and then never played it again. However,
You never give it back?
Well, no, not
Just
never played
dropped
it
it?
again. Not never played it again. I didn't play it for a long time, and then that friend never asked for it back, and then moved away.
Ooh. That's
So-
how I got my copy of Leaf Green.
Do you know
As a
what's
kid.
no?
Oh, yeah.
Here's
That's
the
how my-
best. Here's the best part of the story. 3 or 4 years later, I pick up Heart Gold, and then I'm playing it, and then I get a text from my friend that just goes, "Yo, bro, I'm coming into town," and I'm like, there's no way.
Oh my goodness.
And so I just didn't bring it up. I was never gonna bring it up. And
I was gonna say, it's like you have a choice
I
to make there.
Stole it?
I still have that copy of Heart Gold.
Bro, wait,
You know
do you
that-
still have contact with him?
No.
Oh, okay. I was
I
about
don't-
to say.
I don't talk to that guy anymore. But the thing with it is,
What if he saw this?
if he saw it, I don't care. Hey, I still have your copy of Heart Gold, and I know you don't want it back.
Come to this address if you really want it back.
So
Wow.
that reminds me of a story. So my brother, he bought a copy of Phineas and Ferb on the DS.
Oh my god.
What?
How did we go from
How did
me?
we-
No, because you
accidentally
reminded me because it relates to it's kind of related to what you were talking your story.
Yeah. It's just
My
really funny.
so my cousin borrowed it. Over a decade later, we never got it back.
Yep.
Oh.
And last time I saw my cousins, they were like, "Yeah, so we still have your copy of Phineas and Ferb on the DS." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
I mean, it's not even that good of a game. I got it, and I beat it in like.
Did
The
everyone
fact
have
that more
Phineas
than
and
one
Ferb on
person
the
had it to
DS?
begin with. What?
I didn't even beat it in 4 hours. I beat it in like an hour. It was not that good of a game.
Hold on, I wonder.
So,
Yo,
actually-
hold on. Heart Gold is still in my 3DS.
Heyo.
Oh.
Actually, can
I
I
should
interject?
have-
Because I actually have a funny story about coming across random Pokemon games too. So when I was moving from Florida back to Vegas, right? I had a lot of my belongings sorted in the U-Haul center, right, in the storage area, and they had this little section where it was like, hey, unwanted furniture or belongings that you don't want here can go here, and then other people could come in and take new items. So like people would leave like chairs, potted plants, stuff like that, right? So like the little hobo that I am, I was digging
my
through one of
God.
the boxes, right? And I found this box, right, for 3DS for like some SpongeBob game. I'm just like, okay, sure, yeah, whatever, yeah, okay, let's just out of curiosity, who knows? I open it up, it's a copy of Pokemon X.
Awesome.
And I'm just sitting here like, oh, I think I know exactly how this happened. I think whoever owned this had a 3DS, put the SpongeBob game in, and put the copy of Pokemon X in the box, put it in the box when they were moving, and then just moved away. So it was just sitting there this whole time. So I'm just like, cool, I don't have a 3DS anymore, but we'll scoop that up. Okay.
Okay, but also kind of going back to the Heart Gold story as well.
Oh, yes.
this friend like doesn't live far away. He lives like an hour and a half away. Like he didn't move like across the country.
Oh, okay.
And he visits my friend like maybe once or twice a year. And
so he has every opportunity to come and get it. And he just
yeah,
doesn't.
if he ever like straight up, if he ever asks like, "Hey, can I get this copy of Heart Gold?" I'll be like, "Yeah, sure." Just like I don't care. Just if you ask me, yeah, I'll give it back to you. I just know he doesn't.
Actually,
want
no, I
because he
sold it on
doesn't have
eBay.
A 3DS anymore.
Actually, you can't get it back because I sold it on eBay.
Dude, I'm never gonna sell that game on eBay.
Oh. Yeah, legit, like real talk though, you could probably get some good money off of it because the
I
secondary
100%
market on
will.
some of those games is ridiculous.
I could sell
I
my
still have
stolen copy
my-
of Pokemon Heart Gold.
Damn, I still have my
For legal
Pokemon
reasons, that's a
Emerald
joke.
on my game. Anyways, what's your number one?
Oh
That
yeah,
was
my number
two,
one,
right?
Emerald.
Oh,
Okay.
I just said Emerald.
Just right in.
Yeah, it's Emerald. Because
That was my
I-
first Pokemon game.
Emerald was actually like the most recent Pokemon game I played.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Same here. Because my Emerald Nuzlocke playthrough.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
I just like, I really like Emerald. I really like Gen 3 as well.
Gen 3 is really great.
I think Gen 3 has some of the best music in the Pokemon series.
Oh,
Oh, I
Has the
love
be-
the
it's
music.
one of my favorite parts of Pokemon. Period is the music.
The music's always banging.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like I also just like really like Rayquaza. Rayquaza's great.
Get a little Ray Quick Way.
Yeah, I was about to bring up last time Dawn joined us for the Lost episode. We talked about, wait a minute, is it Rayquaza or Rayquaza?
I've always pronounced it. I have to actually
The
think
fact
about
that you
it
have to
now,
think
'cause
about
I-
it for a second.
Because you guys are
Rayquaza.
saying Rayquaza, but I think I've always said like Rayquaza or something.
Yeah, I think a lot of us did, right?
I've always
Yeah.
said that, like just growing up. I was
Heck,
just
I've always
like,
called Arceus Arceus. I still
I
say
always said
Arceus.
Arceus.
I always call it Arceus.
Yeah,
I've always said
I'm
Arceus.
in the Arceus camp. I just am.
He's the Arc.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so like, for the longest, like, it's like, I
Oh.
understand, like, the official name of it is Rayquaza, because, you know, it's like a quasar, he's up in the sky, stuff like that. Yeah, I've always called it Rayquaza, but then there was this YouTube channel I used to watch a lot growing up, and then the way he would, like, this guy would pronounce it, he would pronounce it, like, Rayquaque.
That sounds like a drag name.
I was like, oh,
Awesome.
it's like, oh yeah, take a look at this mega Rayquaque, and I'm just like, I can't call him anything else now other than Rayquaque.
That
Like,
sounds. Oh my
No.
god, that is literally a drag name, please.
Okay, but you guys know what I want? I really want, you know how they do the life-size Pokemon plushes? I want a
We need a large
life-size
Rayquaza. Oh.
Rayquaza. Just because it's like how long is Rayquaza? Like 19 feet?
Let
Probably
me.
wrap around your room like 3 times.
I want to see the shipping cost for that thing.
A lot.
Because, like, how, like, does anyone just, like, I doubt anyone knows.
No,
but,
not
like,
19 feet. He's 23 feet.
Oh,
Oh man, it's like, imagine trying to, like, order the large Lapras.
How much is it?
I don't know. I just like the Rayquaza.
the life-size.
the height
I'll look it
Feel
up. Hang on. I'm
is what I
curious
want.
now.
I either want the life-size feel, or I really want a
I
life-size.
love Spheal.
I want to.
I
I
love Sphere.
really want a life-size Clodsire.
That's nice. That's just,
I
that
want-
just sounds so much fun.
I want a shiny Omega Rayquaza plush.
Yo, I'm still shiny hunting for shiny Rayquaza and Shining Pearl.
Good luck to you on that one, man. I was
I haven't done it. in,
I
like,
did
6
it. I was
months.
doing a shiny hunt for Delmise.
What
for,
the heck did I just
like
find?
months on Sword and Shield. I was probably like over 1,000 and like 1,200 encounters into trying shiny hunting this thing, and it just would not show up. It was just abysmal.
I found some quite disturbing.
What?
Oh.
I found a plush of how do I describe this? A Charizard with the artwork of Rayquaza.
Okay, but I found a Rayquaza plush that is like posable. Like it has like a metal
Posable.
rod in it, and you can move it around.
Oh,
Oh, that's
okay,
really cool.
yeah.
I want it.
Actually, I wanted to touch on the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl comment that you made earlier. Just a question for everybody in general. I'm very much in the camp that the games were not bad. I think what happened was people were just calling it a bad game because a lot of people, myself included, I will be the first to admit, we just had high expectations for what that game was going to be based on how they did the remakes for the past other games. You know what I mean? Because the past other games have been like, okay, Oras, this is Gen 3 plus.
Especially with especially with the art sprite design.
So for me, like, my take on like the remakes for like, you know, the older games and everything, I haven't played them because I was like I have them. I still have them. So I'm like,
so it's like, why get them?
Yeah, because like it's still, and I know there could be some, you know, a few little like new things, because like Let's Go Pikachu, I have that.
Which actually, I enjoyed that game, you know?
I enjoyed it too, because I was like, oh, it's like a new perspective, a new, you know, it's like 3D and everything. And I enjoyed it. I think there were a few like new kind of things, or maybe just, you know,
like new features and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, I enjoyed it. And Pikachu could fly apparently.
just on 3 balloons, and he's just like.
Not gonna lie, I did enjoy the fact that I could like basically do like go in water or fly, and I didn't have to have the correct Pokemon type for that to do it.
Or
so
I did enjoy 45 minutes.
So I did enjoy that.
We're 45 minutes of the episode, so let's continue forward because we're still on the first thing that we're supposed to talk about.
We've only gone through one list.
Yeah, that makes it even worse.
Tangents are very dangerous things.
How about we just kind of change it up and make it top like 3?
Man.
Okay, top 4. Everyone deserves to know our favorite Pokemon. Top 4.
True. Okay, let's just kind of like go through it and skip stories, okay? We get the story.
Don,
Alex, go.
Don,
Alex, go.
What's your... Oh, my turn? Okay.
Oh, somebody go.
Somebody go. Go.
I'm going to go from 1 to 5. Is that all right?
Go, yeah, 1 to 5. Let's go. Let's
go. My number 1, I would have to say Pokemon Black.
Ooh.
Pokemon White was my first one, but I like Reshiram better. Number 2, I would have to say Pokemon Emerald. Because Raquaque.
That's right, Quay.
Number 3, I think I'm going to say Fire Red, because that was my first Pokemon game I played.
My first one.
Okay.
Why?
Nice.
Number 4, controversial a little bit, Pokemon Scarlet.
Really?
Oh.
I still need to play Scarlet.
Okay.
Don't you have Violet?
Did I say Violet? I still need to play Violet.
I just like the open world and all the amazing adventures. Number 5, I would say, that's kind of a tough one. I'm just going to say Pokemon Soul Silver.
Okay.
Because, no, I know, not Soul Silver, Platinum. I can't say Soul Silver because even though I like Typhlosion, nothing beats my number 1 Pokemon.
Giratina?
I'll say when we zoom through.
Oh,
I think it's Giratina. Yeah, I say Giratina.
Melina, what's your top 5?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So my top 5. Okay, so I'll go from 1 to 5 too. Actually, no, I'll go from 5 to 1. So my 5th favorite Pokemon game would have to be Pokemon Snap.
Never played that.
So on the 64, because I don't have the new one. I want to get the new one, but like the one on the 64, I played it constantly. My number 4 would have to be Pokemon Heart Gold, because I played the crap out of that. It was honestly one of my favorites because I had a ton of freakouts and was like, get in the damn ball.
Did you steal your copy too?
No. I had
Yeah,
hard
tell us
gold.
you're a dirty
Oh
thief.
yeah. That
I've
was the
stolen
thing.
copies.
That was the thing that because my sister and I love Pokemon, what my
Did you
parents
break
did
your
was
DS
that when
that
a
way?
new No, I did not. What my parents did was for each Pokemon game that would come out, because it would come in pairs, my sister would get one copy and I would get the other one.
Ah.
So we did that.
That's kind of how it worked with me and my brother. Except we bought the different versions of the same generation, but now they're all mine.
They're all mine.
My brother
Um,
doesn't play
Oh
anything
my-
besides
Oh
me.
my gosh.
My brother
My
doesn't
sister
play
had-
Boy,
anything.
the whole time.
My sister still has most of hers, and I have most of mine as well. So, what was I on? 3. My number 3. Okay, so number 3 for me would have to be so it's 2 of them. Because basically they're sequels to each other.
Okay.
I feel kind of hilarious. I feel like embarrassed saying this. But Poke Park.
Yo.
Poké Park!
Poke Park 2
I
Wonders.
can respect
it.
Pokemon.
Okay, Poke Park 2 Wonders Beyond. Poke Park 2 Wonders Beyond. I had a lot of memories. I skipped Easter. I skipped seeing family on Easter for that game.
I honestly love the Poke Park games. Okay, like leave me be.
No, whoa, hey, I don't think
Hey, I
anyone's...
love them as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
They're
we're all
all-
on your side on this one.
Hey, honestly, a game where you play as Pokemon, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mystery Dungeon?
Oh,
No.
I know. I like Mystery Dungeon too. And then, okay,
I never understood that game.
my
Oh.
number 2. So my number 1 and 2, I keep going back and forth with. But my number 2 has to be Pokemon Black. I love Pokemon Black. I always rave about like Black and White because the story. I honestly think it's Pokemon's best story. In my opinion, I just loved it so much because I was like, this story is dark.
What are your
It
thoughts
is
on
so.
N?
What are your thoughts on N's music?
Oh yeah.
His Sigilif terrified me.
En's
Dude.
Castle is such a bad.
And I'm surprised I didn't bring him up in our video game crushes episode. As I totally was like, ah!
Do you,
like,
do you
oh,
know what?
okay.
Do you know what N's real name is?
Do we?
forgot.
Now I feel stupid not thinking that that's his actual name.
No,
It's not Nigel.
It's dumb.
It's dumb.
N's full name is Natural Harmonia Grappius.
Who are his parents?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that last part for me?
NHG.
Grappius.
Grappius. Okay. Making sure I heard you correctly.
His
What?
name was his last name based on a Pokemon or something? Because that
Bro.
sounds like a Pokemon.
I have no idea. Maybe
Oh
I
my
think that's why
goodness.
he only goes by N.
Probably. I mean, I would
short
just go
for-
by the first letter of my name too if that was what it is.
I mean, it sounds like a computer software. What?
Literally. Anyways, so my number 1 is one of the spin-off games. It's oh my god. So it's I found it. Okay. Cuz I was like, where's the name? No, it's right here. Please give me. I can't find it, guys.
Yo,
I
Sam.
found it. Okay. My number 1, I mean, I like the whole series, but specifically I like this one. The Pokemon Ranger Guardian Signs.
Yo, Pokemon.
Oh, Pokemon
I-
Ranger.
I
Okay.
love the Ranger
forgot about those
series
games.
Yes.
so much. The Ranger series,
Ooh,
yes.
Okay, honorable mentions because I just feel like we should add this. Pokemon on ROM hacks. What's your one favorite Pokemon ROM hack? I just feel like we have to mention
ROM
this.
hacks are not official.
I know, but I just feel like I know, but I just want to hear what people say.
I haven't played a ROM hack, so.
Don,
If we're talking ROM hacks, okay.
just one.
Just one.
Just one. Okay.
And then we're gonna go to your list.
Okay. Okay. It's
I
not a ROM hack,
apologize.
but I'm gonna throw it out there anyway. Poke MMO. I'm throwing it out there. Poke MMO. It is a real thing.
Oh,
It
I
is
know what
a-
you're talking about.
Yes. I was playing that a lot. It was a fun time. But if we're talking like ROM hack specifically, I would have to pick Pokemon Infinite Fusions.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a fun time. Like it just like you can sit there literally just for hours and just fuse Pokemon together and just see what they would look like. Like sometimes they look really cool, and sometimes they are like sleep paralysis demon inducing. You know, it depends on what you're trying to mix up. You know.
And Don, I apologize because I forgot we didn't go through your list.
That's okay. It's all good. No worries. We're here now, right? Cool. All right. So I'm gonna go through 5 to 1 with a little caveat to start us off with, right? So not gonna lie, I was expecting Pokemon Legends Arceus to be on on at least everybody's top 5 somewhere, right? So I love the game, but I'm not gonna.
I played that game for 3 hours.
He only played for a few hours and then never played it again.
For 3 hours and got
I'm not gonna lie.
bored.
No,
my
I know. And
goodness.
for me, I have not played it, to be honest. Like, I haven't played the last released Pokemon game that I played. At least, the style that most of our lists had for that was Shield. That's it. That's the last one I played, and I didn't like it.
If we're going bottom 5 games, no, Sword and Shield are down there.
It took me 3 days. Could have taken me shorter, but I had school, so.
So yeah, sorry.
I wanted to play when I heard about Legends Arceus. I was excited because when I first heard about it, I thought it was after Brilliant Diamond, Shiny Pearl, correct?
Yes.
I thought it was going to be a platinum remake.
I see.
Where you could actually catch Arceus instead of using a mystery gift. But no.
I would say though,
totally
even still, Arceus, very solid game, but for the sake of being a little bit more original, I chose to omit it, even though it is a very fantastic game. So if we're going to start at number 5 for me, it's going to be a little bit of a weird one for everybody, because I was there during the dark times, okay? I'm old. I'm old, okay? I'm an old Pokemon player. But I was there, right? So my number 5 actually is Pokemon Battle Revolutions on the Wii.
Wow.
Oh my god, I played that a lot.
It is insane the things you could do on that game. I remember this specifically because I've never seen it done again. I remember on Battle Revolutions, a thing that you can do is you could actually save a Pokemon team from your Gen 4 games, which was the games that I went super heavy on. You could save those teams to your Wii remotes. And they had a specific unique ID to the Wii remote specifically. If anybody's more well-versed in that, please feel free to correct me in the comments. But yeah, no, you could legit save a team to your Wiimote, take it to a friend's house who has it, and then use your Wii remote's team ID and fight someone on their Pokemon Revolutions.
What in the Pokemon Stadium is this?
Yeah, dude, it was so cool.
Are you looking at it?
If we're talking about special
at
features
it right now, I've never heard of this game.
If we're talking about special features with Gen 4, does anyone remember being able to transfer a Game Boy Advance, your Pokemon from a Game Boy Advance game, and then transfer it over to...
The PAL Park? Yeah.
Oh my god, wait! You said Battle Revolution, right?
Yes.
I had this game! I have it!
It's
now I could go grab it!
I played a lot.
I just remembered! Oh my god!
I'm firing some synapses here. That's my plan, okay?
Yeah.
My sister and I would duel each other all the time.
Oh man, I loved that game so much because, in essence, it was kind of like the next generation version of Pokemon Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness.
Yes.
Right? It was like the next generation version of that. It was a good time. I loved that game. So, anyways, my number 4, I had way too many hours logged into this game in both the old version and the newest version that just came out. Mystery Dungeon.
Yes. Wait, which one?
So I played, my first Mystery Dungeon game was Red Rescue Team, right? On the Game Boy Advance. I played that to the moon, and I was attempting to try and collect everybody in that game. Just go into the dungeons and then befriending every single Pokemon I could possibly do and just get that as filled as I could.
That's what I did.
Oh no, we're losing people.
It's fine, it's fine.
Oh no. Yeah, no. So, and I played Explorers of Time and Darkness. Loved those games too. I really hope that those get a remake on the Switch because I would drop hard money on those.
Okay, well, yeah, I agree with you. I think the Ranger game should get a remake. Like a 3D remake. And I think it'd be amazing. I really do.
Yeah, how would they do that though? Considering that the stylus and the touchpad on the DS were the main center of focus of how that game functioned.
I still think they can implement it. They're smart. They can do it. But I think it would really boost their numbers because the Ranger games are underrated. I think.
Right. Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah,
they
without a
really
doubt. Because
are.
I remember getting the Manaphy egg, sending it over to my Pokemon Platinum game, and actually hatching like my legit Manaphy. Like, oh yeah, I remember the Ranger games very well. I loved those games too. My number 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have Pokemon X and Y.
Yo.
I meant to put that in my list as like, damn.
And there's a couple reasons why. Like for me personally, right? Is it one of the better games they've made? No, not really. But it's one of my favorite games because that was when I really started getting into going to VGC tournaments here in Vegas. That was when I started doing that was like the beginning of my VGC stuff too. And for many years out here in Vegas, I actually used to be one of the professors or one of the gym members at the gaming convention here in Vegas. And we would actually have like the expo would have its own Pokemon tournament. And in order to get qualified for the actual tournament on the second day of the convention, everybody would have to, okay, cool, you guys have to beat all 8 gym leaders, 8 of us working at the booth at the expo. Once you beat all 8 of us and you have proof and like stamps of the badges and everything like that, you can advance to the tournament for day 2 for a cash prize.
That's so cool.
I did that for, I think it was like 6 or 7 years. Starting with X and Y.
Were you there for Wolfie VGC?
No, I don't think we had anything like that. It was just total local VGC tournament stuff, like just for the expo exclusively. And I tried going my hand to like an actual VGC tournament. It just never panned out to that extent. I mainly did all my VGC stuff for the expo and for the expo only. Yeah, no, it was a fun time, and we basically did all that up until about Gen 8, and then COVID came around. Things happened, then the expo kind of stopped having the events, and they're not doing it this year, which is unfortunate.
Damn.
But no, X and Y, like, you want to talk about a game that should have gotten way more love? It was X and Y. X and Y should have gotten way more love.
They were good. It was, in my opinion, it was too easy to level up in. Yeah,
even still, you know what I mean? Because like if X and Y just in general was very much like okay, this is the next step in Pokemon, and it was awesome. Like, and they pulled out like all the stops making this game look beautiful.
I love the legendary Pokemon in X.
Oh, Xerneas is my favorite legendary Pokemon. Period.
Gorgeous.
I don't know.
Either Xerneas or Ho-Oh. Those are my 2 absolute favorite legendaries, and Xerneas is just gold. Yeah,
I like Yveltal.
Yeah, Bacon Bird's cool. And by Bacon Bird, I mean his shiny. Yeah, his shiny's a Bacon Bird.
Okay, so while you're continuing your list, I'll look up Yveltal.
Yes, so my number 2
right?
game...
Okay.
Yeah, my number 2 game actually is also going to be very surprising. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, I loved the Alola games. Like, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, right? It's just like, it was the last generation before the 3DS, cycle of games, were to continue. So it was just like okay, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is an accumulation of all the 3DS games, right? And then we're just gonna just crank it, right? And then Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon did that. Regular Sun and Moon did not hit that same thing, the same kind of bell for me. So I'm like, okay, the game's cool, it can be better. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon was just like, okay, cool, hold my coffee, I'll bring you one up to you. And then they just pulled out all the stops to make that game so cool. Plus the Rainbow Rocket storyline, so neat.
I never caught the legendary in Ultra Sun.
Later.
What's that?
I'm gonna bring up the Alola thing later, but for a different thing.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I actually never caught the legendary in Ultra Sun.
Oh, yeah. See, and even then, the legendaries in that game are so cool too.
And I just looked up shiny Yveltal, and oh my god, he looks a lot better than the original one.
Oh yeah, total Bacon Bird, right?
Dude, he looks like a steak that you just bought from the store.
like a cartoon, like Tom and Jerry steak, right?
Yeah.
I like shiny Yveltal.
Oh no, wait, I'm not talking smack about, like the shiny. I'm just calling the bird of the bacon. That's all. The bird of the bacon.
Damn. Alrighty, what's numero uno?
Numero uno, right? Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Oh. Okay.
Because here's the thing, right? Yeah. So my first generation that I really started playing Pokemon was in Generation 3.
Yeah.
like Pokemon Ruby was my first game, right? Which I actually named one of my cats after as a kid. Okay, don't judge me. So Gen 3 was the generation that I started playing Pokemon, and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, like I kind of alluded to earlier with the whole Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl argument, was like, yeah, this is Gen 3 plus. I think what would make this, like, in my opinion, the best game of all time was if they just included the Battle Frontier, which they didn't. If they would have included the Battle Frontier. Yeah, if they included the Battle Frontier, the game would just be near perfect in my eyes.
I know. Yeah, side note, one game that would have been in my list, but I was like, it was just lacking. I don't even know what, but it needed more. It needed more content in general because I beat it in like 2 hours, was Detective Pikachu. Because I enjoyed the concept of it, but it was too short.
Right.
Really?
I will say one of the better.
I beat it so quickly; it was too short.
I will throw this out there though. Detective Pikachu, and it's not really a movie list, but honestly, Detective Pikachu is, in my opinion, one of the better video game to movie adaptations that we've ever had.
True.
I wish I saw it.
I never saw it.
Yeah.
I know, I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's cool because it's like, okay, cool. We're gonna take the idea of Detective Pikachu, where it's supposed to be like, noir style, of like writing and like plot progression and stuff like that, but we're just gonna throw Pokemon in there.
This is actually a good segue to Pokemon movie and shows. We're gonna cut down the list a little bit or shorten it. Don't worry.
Sure.
One more thing. Back to the honorable mentions. Colin, have you played a Pokemon ROM hack?
I have not.
Okay. So Don, yours was what again?
I said Infinite Fusions, but I also threw in Poke MMO.
My number one is Light Platinum.
Okay. I do remember watching Let's Plays of it, for sure.
Yeah, I only came across it by accident as a kid, trying to find Platinum playthroughs, and I accidentally typed in Light Platinum.
Right.
And now I want to try Radical Red. Because Emerald Kaizo... With Emerald Kaizo, Watson, I can't beat him.
Right.
But yeah, so
Already?
favorite best Pokemon show and movie, you said? Melina?
Oh, yes, sorry. We're going to move to Pokemon. Sorry. I'm sorry. I was getting a list up. Pokemon shows and movies, kind of like... I mean, we could... Yeah. Just kind of like your favorite one.
Mewtwo Strikes Back.
So the first one.
Cool.
So
list over. Movie. Thank you everybody for watching.
The remake
really
of the first one.
Mewtwo Strikes Back is really good. Ash tries to throw hands with Mewtwo and then dies.
I mean, I would.
Wow.
I would.
So
that's scrawny.
For me, oh god, movie. So let's see here. There's three movies I have that I liked. The bottom of the list is the third movie with Entei. Probably because I just remember that
I
remember Pokemon 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did not like but I did not like Ash's voice for that time. It just wasn't for me. Number 2, I think would be the Darkrai movie.
Okay.
I'm trying
Seems
to
legit.
remember which one that was.
And my third one was with Unova with Reshiram and Zekrom. The Victini movie. That's what it was. The Victini movie.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
One thing I loved. One Easter egg I love though about the two different movies is in one of them the Golurk was shiny, but in the other one the Hydreigon was shiny.
That is interesting. And what wasn't like, and like I said, I haven't seen that movie yet, but it wasn't like Golurk's voice just so goofy in that one, or am I thinking of Reggie Gigas?
Reggie Gigas was not in the Victini movie.
Like it sounds like a legit robot. I'm just like, yo, that's actually really cool.
Oh yeah, Reggie Gigas. Please tell me someone else knows about the. So are you talking about the Reggie Gigas episode in the Sinnoh show?
Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I only remember
Reggie Rock sound on.
It's just on like 3 times. Is that what that is?
literally is just on.
Oof. Yeah, and then you get to their cries in the games, and they're just equally as weird.
So that was like for my movies. The show, my number one is the Unova region. Unova region 1.
Oh, like the Gen 5 like run of the anime, basically.
Yeah.
Universe.
Ah,
Is that
gotcha.
black and white? Is that black and white?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I do like that cast.
It kind of pissed me off when we couldn't see Team Rocket's blasting off again. The one generation where they don't do that is with my favorite one. It said they actually managed to avoid doing that, but next generation they're back to pain and suffering.
Yep.
Oh,
Damn.
because that's how we
okay,
really want our Team Rocket, right?
So
We want to see them blasting off again.
that's true. That's true. I'll go next. So my 2 favorite Pokemon movies have to be Giratina and the Sky Warrior.
Okay.
Because I love Shaman. I think Shaman is adorable, and
Which form?
both.
Respect.
And then-
Respect.
And then the Rise of Darkrai, I love it so much because of the song that's featured in it. So
Oh,
the one that
okay.
I forget the name. Oraceon, that's what it's called.
I just remember the other Gen 5 movie, with Keldeo.
Oh yeah,
Was it
Keldeo.
like
I remember
the
that.
Swords of Justice or something like that?
Yeah,
Or like-
when they were facing
Yeah.
off, when Keldeo was supposed to face off against Kyurem.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
My favorite show. Yeah, my favorite show would have to be. Wait. Did Ash have Oh my God, what's its name?
His journey stopped after Sword and Shield.
No, I know. Did Ash have Greninja in Black and White?
Yes, he had Greninja.
No, not
Okay.
black and white.
Not Black and White. What was it?
No.
X and Y?
No,
Greninja
yeah,
was
Greninja
the
and
next-
X and Y.
Okay,
Yeah, that was
I
the
like
next
X. I
generation.
like X and Y because I really thought it was so cool how they did the whole Ash Greninja thing. I thought that was cool.
I don't care what anyone says. Greninja, best starter in Gen 6.
Hey, do you guys
I
want
will
to go
disagree with that.
to? Hey, okay. Well, you disagree, but why don't we go to another topic, such as what is the best?
We're gonna skip you too about the shows and everything.
I mean,
Can we at least hear your like top movie and show from a Pokemon? Because we still need to get to you,
me?
unless you haven't seen any.
Well, both of them.
Oh, Don had. Oh,
Don already.
I have 2,
Don-
so mine's quick.
Oh yeah, you already did yours. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Hey, I already
I have
said
just about
mine.
2 of them. Oh, what's that? What you did one already? Oh yeah, because you did Mewtwo Strikes Back.
I
right?
said Mewtwo strikes
Oh yeah,
back.
the.
Oh,
okay.
that's
Oh,
Oh,
it.
that's right, and he also
Oh,
said
God.
that he doesn't really watch the shows. Which, actually, real quick before we move on to best starters and favorite Pokemon, I don't like the design for Ash in the Alola region.
I did not like it at all.
I just hate the style in general. I hate it.
He had the best. Ash had the best outfit in Gen 5.
Exactly.
Unova
Why
region.
did they make him like younger? That's what
Well,
he,
it's
that's what he
supposed
looks
to.
like.
From what I've seen, it's supposed to be a different Ash.
But like it's
the
still
same
Ash.
person.
It's the same. It's literally the same Ash. He
It's the
acts
same
just
10.
younger.
It's the same 10-year-old who somehow remains 10 for over 20 years.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'll touch on my 2 real quick before we do move on, because I only got 2. Mine are quick. So my favorite Pokemon movie will probably have to be Pokemon 2000, the one with Lugia and the legendary birds.
The song, that Lugia
Yeah.
song is so good.
I watched that one constantly as a child. Mewtwo Strikes Back, I did watch that, but for some reason,
Iconic.
I like as a kid, Pokemon 2000 was just so much cooler to me. I couldn't explain to you why. As an adult now, I much prefer, Mewtwo Strikes Back, but as a kid, I was just like, yo, Lugia is so cool, even though my favorite legendary is Ho-Oh, which was just like, like a real just 180. I just took it as an adult, that's for sure. As far as my favorite show, is actually not even an officially licensed anime. It's actually a list of shorts that they did on YouTube called Pokemon Evolutions.
Oh.
Talking about.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Can someone tell me if this counts for shows? Pokemon Origins.
Ooh,
With red.
Pokemon Origins.
Ooh,
With red.
I count those. I count
Red and
I
those.
blue.
count those, yeah.
Even though it was only
Listen,
4
if I'm
episodes.
counting Evolutions, I'm counting Origins, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, for those watching who don't know, Pokemon Evolutions is just basically a list of like shows or episodes they did on YouTube where they
It's
basically
basically an upgraded version of Generations. An upgraded version of Generations.
Yeah, they just basically animated like some of the key moments from like certain Pokemon games for that, like the Delta episode in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, the Camino girls, the Camino, that's not Star Wars, the Dancer Girls from Generation 2, like they did like key highlights from episodes of the video games and they just turned them into an animated feature in episodes. So very well put together, really cool. My favorite one has to be the raid on Giovanni's gym with Looker. That was probably has to be like my favorite one because that one is just so not Pokemon, but it's just like, wow, they're using Pokemon as a SWAT team. Yo, this is the show for me. Okay.
Damn.
This is the show.
I liked Origins because it was a break from Ash's story, and instead the story about the main characters from the first generation, Red and Blue.
I like that.
Red and Blue,
Really
Red
good.
is better than Ash. No one can change my mind.
So, anyways, those are my only two. So we can.
Anyways, now we're gonna move on to best what was it? Starters.
Generation starter.
Yeah. So I just want to get mine really quick out of the way because like
Oh, which generation has the best starters?
Oh, I
Right.
think this is the part where we fight, right?
I probably, but no.
Fight me.
I'm not gonna say any like the ones that I like are the best. I just have 3 that I really like. So and I would put them in order in my opinion. But for my third favorite starter Pokemons are oh my god, what was it? What was the one with the Chikorita?
Chikorita.
Gen 2.
Gen 2.
Gen 2. So I like Gen 2. And then my second favorite is with Tepig, Oshawott, and
Gen 5.
That's show
Red
5. Yeah.
Surgeon. Gen
Snivy.
And then classic, I have to go with
Gen 1.
Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and
Charmander.
I see. Okay.
I have to because I love Charizard.
Yo, Charizard, kind of
I
overrated.
love Charizard.
This yeah,
Shut
no,
up!
I'm
I
gonna
love
say
Charizard.
I love
I'm gonna-
Charizard as well. Don't bash on him,
I'm
especially
gonna write that
shiny
down as
Charizard.
capital B basic.
Colin, if you watch the show, you will love Charizard. Okay.
I've watched the original like Kanto series.
Charizard
That's what I've
disobeying
seen.
Ash.
Yes, I've
Indigo
seen that.
Plateau.
It's a fun time.
I
It's
never
a fun
actually
time.
understood. I never understood why Charizard hated Ash.
I think it was just like I think it was an ego thing. I think
Yeah.
that's what it was.
His ego. Me.
So
Okay.
who is next?
So me, generation with best starters. Fight me on this. Gen 3 Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and
Yo,
Emerald.
true though.
Can you
I won't
name
fight
them
that.
in case any of our viewers do not know?
I'm gonna name their final evolutions: Sceptile,
What?
Blaziken, and Swampert.
No,
It's
name their first.
it's literally Torchic, Trico, and
Torchic,
Mudkip.
Trico, and Mudkip.
Mr.
I know, but I just wanna name-
That was like
Mudkip.
that was. What?
Mudkip.
Mudkip, based on one of my favorite animals, Axolotl.
Oh, Lord
that's
have
so
mercy.
I love
It's
Mudkip.
not my favorite starter. To be honest, it's not my favorite.
You don't like
Sceptile and Blaziken in their top tier for me. Mudkip, and Swampert, they're good, but
He is Mudkip. He is friend.
yes.
I thought Blaziken was a cool ass Pokemon. That's
Oh
why I
yeah,
remember that.
yeah. Blaziken, fire and fighting
Just
type.
don't talk about
Like-
Pokken Tournament Blaziken.
That is a game I have never played, and I don't really think I want to play.
I forgot about that game.
I forgot about it.
No, I was talking
Oh.
about the controversy with Blaziken.
Why? What's about it?
Ooh,
I'll tell you guys after. I'll tell you guys after
Should
the podcast.
I just look it up?
Yeah, just
Okay.
look it up.
Just the oh god, I forgot. Pokken Tournament's the Pokemon fighting game. Tournament fighting game.
What
So,
you got,
yeah,
Colin? What's
Gen-
yours?
Gen 3.
Yeah, go
Gen
ahead.
3, best stars for me.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that you were still on number 3.
Oh, wait, there's a list?
There's
Oh, yeah,
a
yeah.
list?
There are?
A list
What?
of, wait, a list
Okay,
for what?
I thought it was just which generation, as in singular, do you think has the best starters?
Oh yeah, that's
I
what
see.
it was.
Oh, I thought we were
You
doing like
need
a
multiple
top
generations.
3. Okay. Okay, I
Okay,
gotcha,
so
gotcha.
I guess Gen 3 is my number 1. Gen 2 is
Oh
my...
wait, I'm sorry. I just meant it as like one, like which generation has the best starters. Yeah, just one.
And then you
But,
had
like,
to do a 3
I'm
list.
sorry because I didn't want to go out and just like name like, oh, this one's the best. I just
Okay,
really had 3
Gen-
favorites. That's it.
Gen 5, Snivy and Oshawott, great starters. But Tepig, his final evolution, kind of ruins it for me. I was not
I
a fan of
disagree.
Ember.
I feel like that is the saving grace of that entire generation line.
Don't get me wrong. I stuck with Tepig when I first started. I stuck with Tepig because I'm basic and always choose the fire types.
I got Snivy.
Except for Sun and Moon, Decidueye was just a lot better. I did not like Incineroar.
Wait. Time. Flag on the plate. Hold on. We'll just flag on the plate.
Flag.
Whoa.
Wait, which flag? Yellow
What
flag or
did
red
you
flag?
say? Like, what did you? How did you pronounce Decidueye?
First off, I apologize. It's not Gen 6. Was it Gen 7?
No. I don't care about that. How did you pronounce it? Decidueye?
I never actually figured out how to pronounce it, if that's pronounced wrong.
Okay, I will help you. It is Decidueye.
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 I thought you were about to fight me, say, oh, you like Incineroar is better.
Oh, no. If we're talking about the best Gen 7 starter, it is easily Primarina. Easily.
Oh.
Okay.
I will fight for that one because I love Primarina.
What happened? Did you look up the Blaziken stuff?
But for my third with
I wanna hear the
best
story
starter,
after, yeah.
honestly, that's kind of a tough one because I only went through one starter with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Sword and Shield did not have good starters for me.
No, I think that's one we all can agree on. Like Sword and Shield did
So
not
I
have
would
great
say,
starters.
honestly, Greninja, he saves Gen 6 for me. So for me,
okay. I won't
Gen
argue that.
6 is my third one with best starter because Greninja, he's awesome. I never went with the grass type. It looks stupid.
My man just said it looks stupid.
Ugh.
I don't
Den's
know.
fighting
Wait a
words.
minute, which
Den's
one is
fighting
that?
words.
Was that with was Gen 6 with
That
Chestnut?
was Chespin. Yeah, Chespin.
What do you
Yeah,
guys
Quilladin
think of
and
Chespin? I want to hear. What do you guys think of Chespin?
Chestnut's my boy. What do you mean? Chestnut's my boy.
Okay, but like, okay, but what about like Fennekin and Froakie? Like, they're just better.
Delphox, I personally liked it, but would I choose them, or would I choose a Fennekin in my Gen 6 playthrough? No.
Delphox and Greninja were the only Pokemon I went with. I did not like Chespin's evolutions.
Yeah, Quilladin is a dollar store balloon. I will give you credit for that, but Chestnut's cool as hell.
Greninja is a ninja,
Whoa.
and I can't tell if his scarf's a tongue or
Hot
not.
take.
I can't tell if its scarf is like is tongue or not.
It's his tongue. So
Okay.
I believe Colin, I believe you're next. Yes.
Oh, yo, what's up?
Yes.
So basically, are we just going top 3?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm too distracted by Blaziken.
Hold on.
I'm gonna look at this up myself.
Hold on. Okay. Basically, while I'm typing this in and while this is happening, so I'm My third one probably Gen 1. I like Gen 1. Bulbasaur, my boy.
Respect.
My boy, Bulbasaur.
Respect.
I gotta go Gen 2 after that. Just for my boy Cyndaquil. I always, if I ever have the option to get Cyndaquil, I always get him, and I always name him. I always name him Taco Bell.
Yes.
Why? Because did the flames on his Final Evolution look like a gordita crunch?
No.
Oh, okay.
That'd be
Well, I just
hilarious.
figured out the Blaziken controversy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, and then funnily enough, I gotta go with shit. I gotta go with I gotta go with Gen 4 probably.
Oh.
I like the monkey. Cool.
Embrace
He had to
monkey.
go- He has to go for
Monkey.
monkey.
Ninja.
That's
Monkey.
I mean, yeah, monkey. He's monkey. He punch things. He monkey.
He monkey.
Like, tell me I can't.
Bananas.
Nick, I wish you could put gifs on the screen because I would tell you to put this one on.
I can't see what you're referring
There.
to. Yeah, that okay. Oh no! do I
Oh
wanna
my
know?
god.
That is Infernape.
Anyway,
It's so true.
I see that more as Oranguru, if anything.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway.
So I
So,
was gonna
actually,
go with Gen 3, but Alex already said Gen 3, so I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm gonna just
Oh, come on.
I'm just gonna go with
Damn.
Gen 4. I also
So
did want
that
to have
actually-
Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3 as my third, second, and
Wow.
first.
I honestly thought you were gonna do that too.
So let me ask you this, Colin. What do you think of Hisuian Typhlosion? What are your thoughts on that? I'm actually curious now, since you mentioned Cyndaquil.
So
Because
once
I
again,
love it.
only played 3 hours of Legends Arceus.
Okay, yeah. Then like in general, like just like looking at it for yeah. Because I used him in my first
72
playthrough,
hours
and he is
after
fantastic.
Taco Bell. That's all I can say.
72
I did not like-
hours.
I do
after
not like
Taco Bell.
Hisuian Typhlosion.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Like in base form, yeah, like by itself, like without the flames, yeah, he looks a little.
In
sick.
Legends Arceus, when I picked Taco Bell, I gave him like a really old spelling of Taco Bell, and it was awful.
Okay.
There was an H in there. There was a Q.
Oh, Taco Bell. Oh, jeez, God.
There
Like,
was like
that's-
yeah.
that just sounds Mesopotamian.
I think there was like 7 E's.
Taco Bell.
Yeah. No, like I mean like spread out throughout the Taco Bell.
You know,
I would like
that
to
sounds
point
like a
out
name.
I would like to point out I named my character in Legends Arceus Snorpin' Balls because my friend said to name him Snorpin' Balls.
Oh my god.
I don't know, the way that
Alrighty
you describe
then.
spelling it though, like it sounds like taco. Like that sounds like 1,000 years ago that was like a prime warrior's name, but then it just 1,000 years later
If I
taco
remember
means something
correctly-
completely different.
Yep.
Hold on, I gotta remember how I spelled it.
Don,
Go-
did you
continue going.
Say your...
Not yet.
No,
No.
go Don.
Yeah. So okay. So if we're gonna go top 3 favorite generation starters, right? So my number 3, right? I'll tell you what it's not. It's not Gen 5. I'll just tell you that right now. Like Gen 5 is not appearing anywhere on this list, personally, right?
Sad.
I thought the starter choices were horrendous in that generation, but that's a me thing. I thought they were kind of horrendous. But no, if we're going number 3, I would definitely probably pick Generation 6, right? Generation 6 for
Okay.
number 3. Yeah. Generation... Actually, no.
Is it because of Greninja?
I take that back. Total lies. All lies. I'm a liar. I'm a dirty liar.
He doesn't like Pokemon at all.
No, Yeah, this has been a whole ruse the entire time. I actually despise Pokemon. No, I'm kidding. No. My number 3 is probably actually going to be Gen 7. Actually, Gen 7 for sure, because Primarina, one of my favorite water starters. One of my favorites. The Primarina is so cool. And then like Incineroar is cool. Decidueye is cool. Yeah, whatever. But I saw Poplio for the first time, like when the games were announced, and I'm just like, my child, Poplio, you are my child. I must take you. Like I saw the Incineroar, and I saw Lit, and I'm just like, you look too much like my cat. Whatever. Anyways, Rowlet. Oh, cool. You're a kickball I see at Walmart. Oh, Poplio, hello. Yeah, no, that was my thought process during that. I would say my second favorite generation like starter line, honestly, is probably I will be the controversial one here. Honestly, Generation 9 starters, pretty nice. And I only say Generation 9 because Meowscarada, yeah, Persona
That's
Cat.
what
it's a
I
fun
went
time.
with.
Yeah,
That's what I went with.
they're all just good. They're all good choices.
But the fire type, and it doesn't actually
Flame
look
Coco's
that
cool.
bad. But the water type looks dumb.
I will say the final evolution of it, not a fan. The first evolution, it did grow on me during after the reveal and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Quaxley.
Yeah, like Quaxley. Yeah, Quaxley grew on me. I was still gonna pick the grass starter. I was gonna pick the grass starter before even knowing what it evolved
Why?
into and everything like that.
I never
knew
knew.
Guys, it's cool.
Okay,
it's
but
just,
did
it's
you?
a cute
but,
little
but,
thing.
But he was going to become bipedal, like
No,
Skeleton.
I knew he. No. Here's the difference, right? I knew going in. Yeah, he's probably gonna stand on two legs. We're not gonna get the
Okay,
Panther
but
starter that we were
counter-argument-
all hoping for.
counter argument. Fuecoco. He is
Fuecoco,
shaped
yeah.
like a friend.
He is shaped like a friend, yeah, and not a
Wait,
thought or care
I
in his
never-
eyes.
At first he looked stupid until I saw his final evolution, Skeledirge. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah, Skeledirge, yeah.
Skeledirge, badass looking.
Yeah, I feel that.
I feel
yeah,
like
and number one though, just to kind of keep this going. Number one, I will go Generation 4 because the starters from beginning to end all equal tier.
Monkey.
Yeah,
Monkey.
equal tier. Like really like. And I'm going to say it because, and I'm going to say Gen 4 because my favorite starter in any game period is Torterra. As much as I love Primarina, Torterra is probably easily my favorite starter out of after every 21 starters that we've gotten in Pokemon so far, or 27. Excuse me. Yeah, I can math.
The favorite starter would be a tough one for me, and I'm not gonna mention Charizard because otherwise Colin will call me basic.
I'd call you basic too, but that's okay.
Can we get a giraffe starter?
Typhlosion literally learns Eruption, which is a powerful fire type move.
Right.
Blaziken, that Blaziken knows how to throw kicks.
Hey, don't bring up Blaziken again.
Oh my God. Remember, stay hydrated.
well, aside from favorite starters, how about a favorite Pokemon?
Okay, so I'll go. I volunteered for you to go first. So I didn't mention this. I didn't mention this earlier because I knew we were going to talk about favorite Pokemon. But my favorite Pokemon, oh God, I don't know how many generations I've had this one. I know I've had it in Scarlet because it's literally my highest level. Gen 4. Oh God, I don't remember anymore. But it's Garchomp.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Not because Cynthia made it look overpowered in Gen 4 champion fight.
Bro,
Yeah, but Gen
Garchomp
4
is
was
just
a
cool.
but Garchomp was a monster in Gen 4 though. Like it was definitely like
Yeah.
this insurmountable monster. Yeah. So I get that.
Yeah,
I was there.
Originally, before Garchomp, it was Charizard because that was basic. But Garchomp, yeah, he does have a different pose in Platinum. He has a better pose in Platinum than he did in Diamond Pearl.
Okay.
So no, Melina, I don't like Platinum. My favorite Pokemon in Platinum is not Giratina.
Well, favorite legendary probably.
That's your favorite legendary, probably, yeah.
And actually no, it would honestly a contest between Giratina and Dialga. Y'all,
Okay.
but my problem with Diamond Pearl, Platinum just looked like a lot better of a game, like when it came to the story. You go to the distortion world, you go to the underworld, and capture the devil, the Pokemon devil in there.
I would love to have seen
Basically.
the Distortion World in BDSP, though. I would love to have seen Distortion World.
Yeah, but nope, you have to go through some maze in Diamond. I don't know. Wait a minute, can you catch Giratina in BDSP?
Yes. Yeah, I think he was in Turnback Cave, I think it was.
Is it the same?
Yep.
Is it the same maze cave where
It was
originally
the one where
Diamond
it was
Pearl?
like all fogged out and there was like
Yeah.
a puzzle
Yeah.
to try and navigate your way through. Yeah.
Yeah. But Garchomp, ground and dragon, it just makes sense.
It
Right.
just makes sense.
And his design is
Alright.
awesome. He looks like he can actually just destroy even a Haxorus.
True.
You shark.
Okay, who
Yeah,
wants to go
funny
share-
fact, Nick thought Garchomp was a water type.
Oh,
I mean, like I said in that lost episode, it seems legit. I mean, it's a shark. It's got a dorsal fin. I mean, and it's built like a freaking stealth bomber. You know what I mean? So I get it.
It's a shark, just not a sea shark. It's a land shark. So be careful when you're out in the desert, people. You might come across a Garchomp.
Yes. So like a shark,
Oh,
but on land.
and speaking of Garchomp, have any of you seen memes with Scarlet and Violet? Because you know about glitch and stuff. You see a Garchomp flying,
Yes.
and it fades through a wall, and then you're just like, nope, get me out of here. And Melina, I'm just gonna ask this
Melina,
now.
what are
What have
you
you been
doing?
doing this whole time?
sorry, my friend
Girl.
Snapchatted me. I'm so sorry.
Oh, your video's about to
Anyways.
stop. I'm sorry. Last time Alan pointed out your video.
All right,
Oh, my
now,
video's about to stop. Yeah, you're right.
now, Don, I'm curious. What is your favorite Pokemon?
Okay, so I have.
Is it the key Pokemon?
No, don't spoil the surprise, okay? You already know some of my favorites. But okay, so no, my absolute favorite of all time, like my number one on the list, is obviously, for me, Donphan.
Oh, Don fan.
Yes. Donphan, like,
not
so like,
name
so-
related.
No.
Is
Yeah,
Donphan
not name related.
Which
Yeah.
one is Donphan?
Donphan
the-
is the
Prehistoric elephants.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's right, I remember.
Yeah.
Not great
back
tusks,
during-
people.
So back during my back when I was doing the VGC stuff at the tournaments or at the expo, sorry, everyone every year changed their typing on what they were gonna do. I was always the ground type gym leader. Like for the past 7 years, I was just the ground type gym leader. I was the most consistent one, right? With maintaining the typing. And Donphan was always my ace. I always made it a point to where Donphan was always my ace, and it was I built it so good with my ground team. It was great. Now, some of the other like honorable mentions that I will throw out there, as Alex mentioned too earlier, I love Klefki. Everyone hates on Klefki.
Is that the music
That is the
one?
keychain one, yes.
Oh no, it's the keychain one.
Yeah,
But
no,
is
so
your
I-
ground team? Is your ground type team able to be Giovanni's ground type team?
Actually, yes, because he has Nidoking and Queen. So yeah, at least I would have a good leg up on it for sure. I feel like I would have a pretty good leg up on it, because like I would always, because I had a Gastrodon on my team, I had a every year it changed because of the different generations and whatnot. But yeah, no, I would have some good coverage for Giovanni's team, sure, yeah.
All right.
Melina, I swear to God, I cannot take you seriously right now. What the
Shut
hell is
up.
going on?
Anyways,
Melina,
okay,
you're up
so
now.
so am
Oh,
I
yeah.
up? Okay.
Bonus one, sorry, bonus one. Musharna.
I can't
Luciana.
decide between Greninja and Lucario as my favorite.
Okay.
Mind you, for my favorite Pokemon, I don't go by like their type or like their fighting style or whatever. I just go by the design. If I like the
Right.
design, then I like them.
No,
when
seems
it-
legit.
Yo, that's
now that you
mean.
mention that, it is a policy of mine to have at least one dragon type on my team. That's why in Pokemon Red, I ensure to have my Dragonair evolve into Dragonite.
Oh,
Oh no!
Look at that face, though.
he said.
Alex!
He said in
Anyway, Colin, please repeat your favorite Pokemon, and we'll do the exact same thing that we did before. Anyway,
So,
let's go.
Hi, my favorite Pokemon is Rayquaza.
Rayquaza!
Yeah. Rayquaza.
Yes.
I really like the design of Rayquaza. It's really cool. I like the memes where it's like, "Don't make me come down there," and it's just Rayquaza is literally just an angry mom. Like, when you really think about
Dealing
it,
with two angry children,
like,
dealing with two siblings that do nothing
That
but
sounds
fight.
like me.
I love Rayquaza. Rayquaza's great, and Rayquaza's
I definitely
shiny form looks awesome.
Yeah.
Mega shiny
Rayquaza's
Rayquaza.
mega form looks awesome. I love Rayquaza.
Hold on.
Talk about a feature you'd love to see come back.
Colin,
man.
there's one question Rayquaza related that I have to ask you.
Yo, what's up?
Did you ever look up Rayquaza versus Deoxys videos?
There's a specific video that I have in mind, which is a video where it is, if I remember correctly, the title is Rayquaza hits Deoxys with a point-blank hyper beam, and I put fitting music over it. And then
The fact that actually popped up.
yeah, exactly. And then it's fucking oh shit, what is the actual song name?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Well,
But let's
oh,
let's try
it's
and
The
get
Lion
this-
Sleeps Tonight.
Yeah.
Oh. Damn. Alrighty, so we've come down to our last few questions. We're gonna wrap 2 in 1 here. So, what is everybody's thoughts on rumors about the next show being with Ash's daughter? And to add on to that, for which waifu do we think he's with?
Oh yeah.
So,
I
That
have
wasn't
probably
what
the
I
least to
meant
say
when we
about
added
any of
it
this.
in.
There's only one answer for that.
I didn't mean that.
don't say Misty.
No.
Hi,
Okay.
I'm the one who added that note, and no.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's not
so
what I meant.
actually, anyone remember when Misty told Ash, "You and I will be married someday too"? Anyone remember that?
I don't remember that, but I do remember me 6 seconds ago almost falling out of my chair and dying.
Pepperidge Farms remembers that.
Okay, but wait. So I think because, oh my god, I forget was it Gen 5 that
Your
Iris.
camera doesn't know either.
oh my god, I
Gen
almost
5
if anybody should be having technical issues right now, it's the guest who doesn't have any of this fancy stuff that y'all have. So I just want to throw that
It's
out there.
fine.
Wait a
Don't
minute, so
worry. No,
us
no,
three
no.
had technical issues, but Dawn hasn't so far. Dawn, give yourself a technical issue.
But no. What was that girl in I believe was it
Serena?
X and Y? No. The kind of
Oh, Iris.
the
Iris?
light brown blonde hair, where she wore a hat and it was
Bianca?
short like this length. No.
Wait, which generation?
I'm thinking it's black and white because,
There's
Black
Iris,
and white. Yeah.
Iris and Bianca.
but like she kissed him.
Serena.
Oh, that's Serena.
That's in Gen 6. I said Serena. That was my first guess.
Is
That's
her
Gen
name
6, yeah.
Serena though?
Yeah.
Yes. Serena. People pronounce it.
Oh
different ways.
yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, so that's who I think because like they kissed.
The fact, and that was
Now
like the
Kith.
first time I've ever seen Pokemon censored.
I know, but that's also the first time that a girl has kissed Ash that we've seen.
But
I think.
That's the first time a girl has kissed Ash. But how many times did people guess that the female companion everyone thought that was Ash's girlfriend?
Oh yeah,
It's too many times.
that's so true. I think they're together.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Serena as well. That's my guess because the kiss part. She's had a crush on him since childhood.
Exactly.
So now, realistically, do I think it's going to be any of them? No. I don't think it's going to be any of them. But if I had to pick one, honestly, based on how they look and how the new daughter looks, it's probably Dawn. Let's be real here. It's probably Dawn.
Oh yeah, because the blue.
Granted, do I think it's gonna be any of them? No, probably not. They're probably just gonna be like, oh yeah, no, it's like, yeah, my mom is so and so, but they just never allude to who the mom is because like they did with Ash's dad. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yo, what if?
So there's a good chance of that.
What if they're just like, yeah, my mom is, and then there's a convenient truck horn, just.
Yes, exactly.
Just, yeah, my mom is.
Wait a minute, what's the? Her name is Rico, right?
The new one, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said,
It's Rico.
For the most part,
if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I have no bearing. I probably will have like zero bearing on this conversation because I just don't watch the anime.
Same.
Nor like do I really care personally, and that's kind of really a harsh way to put it. But I just saw it and I'm just like, oh, cool.
There's
moving on.
There's one more thing I have to say about though. It better not be as much of a fail as Boruto, where the main protagonist from the previous series has to do everything and save the next generation.
So true, though.
But let's be honest, though, it's probably going to still end up being like the same kind of show. It's just with a different lead this time. Like, I doubt they're going to change that formula because why would they? Pokemon's the highest grossing media franchise ever.
It hasn't changed. I mean, the main series hasn't really changed besides like how you adventure in the world.
Right.
Heck, didn't they get rid of like HMs?
Like in the games, yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about just like the show in general. Like that's a good like jumping off point for a lot of children. You know what I mean? Like especially like children in Japan and stuff like that.
The most that changes the artwork. That's about it.
Yeah, for the most part.
Speaking about with the games kind of staying on track and being the same, what do you think is next for the Pokemon Company? Like, do you think they'll try and make anything new? Because like they've been on the same kind of like track, and they've reached out with these open world games, so they have tried to make it different.
Let's see
to make it more interesting. So what do you think is next?
Yo, can we get like
to start off with a complete Pokemon game and not just a glitchy mess that was Scarlet and Violet.
Hey, the glitches made it a lot more fun.
Hey, glitches
until it made my game crash and I'd lost a lot of progress. But yes, I will agree.
I never had to deal with that.
See, the bugs were fun until they started turning into crashes. Then I started to get mad and have an issue with it.
Yeah.
That.
But honestly, so I know this is most likely something that's not going to be in like the next Direct or Pokemon Direct. I would want to say this is something I'm hoping for in a future Direct. Gen 5 remakes.
Yeah.
I want to see I said it before. I want to see remakes for Coliseum. And the Ranger games.
Right.
And a re-release of Gale of Darkness.
Yeah. I really do think them re-releasing and remaking spin-offs would be very helpful to them because they're underrated.
Yeah, let me ask you this though. What seems more likely though? An HD remastered of those games or them getting included in the GameCube package for the Nintendo Classic Online?
I want to
What's more realistic though? Like, do we want an HD
I can't
remaster?
really give an answer on that, but I can give an answer on what I want. And what I want is an HD remaster. I don't.
Right. That's what I want too, because honestly, the Nintendo
expansion pass.
Yeah,
the expansion pass. Yeah.
When I saw, because I was like, oh, like let me see how much it is, and I saw how much it was. I was like, are they high?
And
I'm not paying that.
And besides, even the N64 gave a poor experience for gamers.
Oh, I know. Like, I'm so glad. Like, I still have the 64 because I'm gonna play my Zelda games that I have on the 64 because ports are ass.
I literally can. If I want to play an N64 game, I will literally dig out my N64 and either plug in Super Mario 64 or Ocarina of Time. If you say Ocarina of Time, fight me. I don't care what you have to say.
I played a lot of Donkey Kong Country. Does that count?
Yo, Donkey Kong Country was the first game I ever played.
Yeah,
really?
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I have fond memories of playing that at my uncle's house.
Okay,
it was a fun time.
Ocarina was my first ever game.
Pokemon Fire Red.
Was your first game period?
So
Yes.
Oh,
I
kinda- Go
I
ahead,
had
go
an
ahead.
SP growing up, so that was my first console. And Pokemon, I don't know why it was picked out. I was like, gosh, like 5 or 6 years old.
Makes sense. Okay.
Do you think... Ooh. Okay. Do you think they're gonna try and do another live action Pokemon game, but like not with like Detective Pikachu, but like just
Like live action in what
With
regard?
Ash?
not with Ash. I don't think they're gonna do that with
Okay,
Ash, but
good.
just kind of like
Do you mean like a spin-off game or?
no. I mean,
No,
I
like
meant
a
like
live
a movie,
action-
like a live action movie.
Like it's
Oh, like a
Pokemon,
live
but it's a
action
different
movie.
story.
Do you think they would actually? Do you think that they would do that? And it,
I don't
like
think so.
like a completely separate on its own movie, just like how if they make another animated Pokemon movie, it's a different story and set.
You know what?
I don't
I
see it
honestly
happening,
doubt
no.
that a little bit, because even though like I did like the artwork for like Charizard and Pikachu. You know, Pikachu was so cute.
Right.
But for like live action, okay, that was good by the way. I'm gonna point that out first. But for live action,
Welcome,
I think that would
fans.
be honestly, I think that would be kind of difficult to actually make good Pokemon that actually look good with live action, because there's only a limit to what you can do.
Detective
live
Pikachu
action.
did it wonderfully.
Yeah, but if they did more, they would probably have to add more Pokemon. And gosh, imagine seeing Tangela live action.
Yikes.
Little Terry, little tumbleweed with Air Jordans. It's a fun time.
Oh my god.
So yeah, actually, so as far as like Pokemon Direct stuff, realistically, I think we're gonna see an announcement for the Scarlet and Violet DLC.
Yes, that is most
we're gonna
likely
see
what
the
we're gonna see.
announcement for it, right?
They never
as to
had
what
DLC for it.
No.
Nope.
Well, no, for Scarlet and Violet, no, it just came out.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, no,
that's
so
right.
they're- Yes.
Are
It's
they
all
going to
good.
rush these DLCs as well? Hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not. Honestly, here's what I'm thinking they're probably gonna do, and what I'm hoping that they might do, and they're probably not gonna do, right? Realistically, though, with all the like different like the rumors, well, not rumors, but like the speculation with what the DLC is gonna be, I think definitely we are going to go to a separate connecting part between Paldea and Kalos. Right? I think that's going to be the next DLC, because there's that large section of the map in Scarlet and Violet where it's like completely grayed out. You can't access it at all. And, Paldea is based on Spain. Spain's connected to France. That part right there, it connects to France. So a lot of people are just like, hey, yo, we could probably go to Kalos. So and get like the bonus game or the bonus content to X and Y we never got. So I could realistically see them doing that. Like going out to that part of the map. What I would really like if they did the 2 DLC thing like they did in Sword and Shield, I would love to see them, because, Scarlet and Violet's whole thing is like, you're going to the academy, you're going to school. What's the end of school? What would be the last DLC? Graduation. I want to see a DLC that's like centered around graduation and like going to like the more deeper parts of like Area Zero, for example. I think that would be super neat as a DLC.
I
Do I
think
think
one
they're
thing
gonna go
that
that route? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
for a DLC for that game, what if you were able to... Okay, so you know how in Scarlet you go... it's based on Pokemon from the past, and Violet's Pokemon based on the future. What if, for the DLC, you
Wait,
travel...
whoa. Does this contain spoilers for the game, by the way? For those who have not maybe finished it?
you would... Well, is it obvious that you... the Pokemon are based on different timelines?
No. I mean, I'm just saying, like in general, like if the DLC
No,
idea
I
you're
don't.
thinking of.
I can word it in a way that doesn't contain spoilers.
Okay, I just didn't know if you guys like how you guys do with spoilers on here, but I was
What-
just like I just wanted to throw that out there
We
just in
don't.
case.
Yeah, we kind of
What
just
if
tell
there
them if
was-
you don't want to hear
what
it,
if they
then
added-
just skip ahead.
What if they added a way you can catch Pokemon from the opposite timeline based on that game?
Oh, so like if you're in Scarlet, you could go to the future,
Yeah.
or if you're in Violet, you can go to the past. That'd be interesting. I
And
mean,
not
but I
like
don't think
not like finding them in that region, but you travel to that
But
different
oh,
time.
kind of like when you would go like in Ultra Sun and Ultraman, where you go to like Mega Necropolis and stuff like that.
Yes.
Ah, I can see that. That'd be
Like,
really cool.
I know that would kind of defeat the purpose of separating what makes Scarlet and Violet unique from each other.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just an idea.
No, that would be
I
interesting.
feel like that would be interesting. I've never touched the game before, but just gleaming from what's being said, I can kind of understand. But I think the only way that would make it work would be that you could travel from, whichever game you're in, but travel to that other time period in just a certain area, because it's like if you can time travel to the other period and travel where like the same, wherever, it's kind of like having both games.
Yeah.
And that would
And
that's actually a very good point.
Keep in mind, I'm not saying this because I'm lazy to find friends to trade with.
Just that way you could be completely self-contained in your own game. I get that.
I
would you like
only
to
did
see?
Wonder Trade. I only did Wonder Trading. I think that's what's called I think that's like the name for trading Pokemon with people online.
Yeah, if you played the Gen 6 games, you called it Wonder Trading. You don't call it the Surprise Trade or whatever it's called now. No, it's Wonder Trade.
I only did Wonder Trading once. The connection was always too slow.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to be able, and I don't want to have to buy a whole new console and a whole new game just to trade. Just give me the opportunity now.
Yeah. Damn. All right, well, Colin, what do you think about future of Pokemon Company, of the Direct that,
I'm gonna be real. I zoned out for the past like 5 minutes. I've been looking at vinyl. Anyway,
real quick.
Yeah, I definitely think on the horizon we could definitely be getting a Gen 5 remake. Maybe in the style of Scarlet and Violet and Legends Arceus, which I think would be really cool. Will they do it? Who knows? But I just hope, and this is very wishful thinking, I hope it's not rushed. Because that is the biggest,
that's the main thing.
That is the biggest issue.
Don't rush it.
That is the biggest issue, is that Pokemon Company always rushes their games because they want to have a game every year, and it's like doesn't necessarily work.
But that's why I think they should do like a major release.
They want to do Activision's way.
Yeah, I mean, I get that they want to do that, but like I wouldn't mind, getting a spin-off game as like a major release for whatever. Like if if they want to do a remake, but like I honestly wouldn't mind having another game kind of like Pokepark where you play as a Pokemon.
Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. Do something different to kind of mix it up so it's not the same mainline game. Yeah, I get that.
Exactly. So, and I don't get me wrong, mainline games, they're great. I love them,
They're the main reason I play.
But switch it up every year. Like one year have this, one year have this. Like it's
like Mystery Dungeon DX. Like that was a great Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or Gale of Darkness. Give that to us. Please. I am not spending over $200 for a GameCube game.
Exactly. But yeah,
so actually, and I was gonna kind of bounce off that Gen 5 point. So this was something I kind of also mentioned to Nick and Alex on the Lost episode too. I don't like if we was to get a Gen 5 remake, which I think we eventually will. I just don't think it'll be on the Switch.
Yeah, because
that would
how
probably be on the
does
next.
These.
Probably. Yeah, because with their release games, like they always do like per generation, right? They'll always do like two main generation games, and then maybe like the remake or the spin-offs or the somewhat sequels, depending on the version of it, right? Mm-hmm. So I think like we probably will get Gen 10 first before we see a Gen 5 remake, but it will probably I think it'll be on the next generation of console, which the Switch has been out for a while now. There's a good chance that like within the next couple years we'll probably see or at least get a new generation console, even if it is like a Wii to Wii U situation where it's like the Switch or like the Switch Plus Ultra, going on whatever.
Yeah, that's like that's one.
I did that on purpose.
That,
You're welcome.
This is one thing that we have been, especially Nick has been talking about on the channel. So the thing is, we are not really getting hints for a next gen console, but
Yeah.
in the future, like he's talked about how there's probably going to be a Switch Pro, which is mostly just hardware upgrades instead of an actual like new system.
Oh, so kind of like a PlayStation 3 and then a PlayStation 3 Slim.
Yeah, because the way Nintendo did things before the Switch, it was the Wii U and 3DS. They had a home console and they had a portable console.
Right. But now that they got rid of the portable console.
I would.
Instead they combined them into one, which is what the Wii U looked like and was supposed to be.
I was gonna say,
For a second, I thought I froze
blown
again.
away if in. Oh, it froze.
Yeah, Melina, you froze.
Yeah, that's gonna be the thumbnail now. Melina's face.
That was
Great,
pretty funny.
thanks. No, I was gonna say, I'd be absolutely like blown away and kind of like, I don't even know, if in the next direct, if I don't know how, but like if they kept it so under wraps and they're gonna be like, and with the release of Breath of the Wild, it's gonna be a brand new console. What?
Boy, they would have kept that down locked tighter than freaking like Avengers. You know what I mean?
No, honestly, if that happens,
If
that happens, I'm probably not getting my vinyl I'm looking at right now.
Bro,
if I remember correctly,
I
Nick first played Breath of the Wild on the Wii U.
So did I.
Which I didn't even know Breath of the Wild had a Wii U release, to be honest.
It did, yeah.
I did.
I did not know that.
The hype for me, I didn't know until like months later because all the hype around the Switch was out, and I was like, you know what, ignore the Wii U. And then until I saw Breath of the Wild speedruns, and they were actually all at the time all being recorded on the Wii U because almost no one had a Switch at the time, and especially with a lot of them apparently failing.
I knew it was on the Wii U because I was like, oh, it's gonna be a while before I can get a Switch. And then that's when immediately I saw that they were making it for the Wii U, and I was like, I'll wait because I know I'm gonna get the Switch, so I don't mind waiting. I got it that Christmas.
Oh, there you go.
Wow, lucky you.
So then I immediately played it, and I was like, ah! I locked myself in my room.
I did get a Switch one Christmas, but it was with the Switch Lite. And boy, did I play a lot of Pokemon Sword on the Switch Lite. And then I had to send it back.
Damn.
I see a blinking battery.
Yeah, that's Melina's battery.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we should probably.
Oh yeah, no, I knew. But so
With
like,
that
I think,
with that being said, exactly, we've had a 2-hour episode of Pokemon.
I mean, Nick and Colyn managed to do 2.5 hours for Xenoblade.
Oh, I know.
Xenoblade.
But I mean, Pokemon is such a vast franchise.
Oh
Honestly,
yeah,
there's so much to talk
so much more we could have
We
talked
already
about.
did the Xenoblade episode.
I was talking about how you and Nick did 2.5 hours for Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just you
It's
two.
fine.
Well, I mean,
But yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
the,
yeah, it
the,
was just
the
those two.
Persona episode's gonna be pretty long.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about that.
I'm so excited for that. Anyway, so with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to follow and subscribe. Why did I say follow? Subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell. Go in the comments and leave what your favorite Pokemon game, show, movie, whatever it is, anything Pokemon, and leave your predictions in the comment on, what's going to be coming up for the company in the future. So we will see you guys next time for the next episode. Who knows what it's going to be. But, yeah. And we hope to see Dawn here in the future again very soon. So
Thank you so much for having
see
me
you
on.
guys
This was a
later.
blast.
Thanks so much for watching. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Ah!